Thumbnails for your videos are so super important for making you look like just some amateur to more of a professional pro. And frankly, in case you didn't know it, you only have 3 seconds to make an impression. I'm pretty sure you already knew that, but your thumbnail is that first impression. So you gotta take it seriously. In this video, we're gonna go over an easy way to make them. We're gonna do a step-by-step, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about the keys behind what you need to use. Let's go and dive in. So let's first talk about the 5 keys, and then I will go into making a specific one and show you a walkthrough on Canva.com. First and foremost, what the experts say, which is not me, I'm just regurgitating this information, so don't quote me on it, but it seems to be working. So, first and foremost, you need a human face, preferably yours, especially if you are in the video. If you're putting somebody else in the video, put their face on it. But they want a nice close-up of your face, and you should have some text overlay on top of that image that tells people what it is that they're getting into. Maybe a graphic or two, but it shouldn't be too crazy. It shouldn't have too much going on. It should be crisp and clean, because if you don't realize, I'm betting you're watching this either on your phone or on your computer, but if you're watching it on your phone, my thumbnail was like, boop, it was itty bitty, right? So it's gotta be clean, crisp, have an image that is attention getting, but also portrays what is going on, and then text to give a little bit more insight. It does not need to be the exact text of your title. It should be the highlight reel. That should be your text, but also make sure you use a font that people can read. Again, tiny, tiny, tiny. You gotta use a font people are reading. If they can't read it, you've missed half the point, don't you think? That is your top tips there. Do not use the auto-generated thumbnails. They are never flattering and they don't make a lot of sense. And frankly, there are a lot of tools that really can help you. But I will remind you, because I did this all the time at the beginning, and I still do this because I still haven't taken a few stills for the last video I just filmed. Or for this one. We'll get there. Make sure you remember about your thumbnail when you are making your content. I like to have the thumbnail look the same way as I end up looking in the video, although I don't actually think that's that important. I have seen some bigger YouTubers that they just use like 4 or 5 shots that they've taken one time over and over and over again. I don't know, I like to do a custom one every single time. Although I do have like stock footage that I can use if I have forgotten or the thumbnail's not working out. So those are the keys. A nice image of you, and then text of the highlights of what's going on. You can use a little bit of graphics, but again, it's gotta be crisp, clean, and clear to help emphasize what it is that video is about to go along with the title. Let's do a walkthrough of Canva on one of my past videos that I did not make a thumbnail on, since I need to do that anyways, and I will give you a full overview exactly what this whole process looks like, but that means we're gonna have to go over to the computer. So, I'll see you there. Okay, hair up, ready for business. Let's check this out. So here's a video that I did, I don't know, like 1.5 years ago. It's not very good, but it could use a better thumbnail because I did use one of these auto-generated thumbnails. Yeah, they don't look great. But what you can do is actually, and then we're gonna come over to Canva and type in YouTube thumbnail. Poof. And there it is. Now once you have a style going on your thumbnails that is branded for you, because branding your thumbnails is super important. You do want to be consistent with your colors, your images, your text, whatnot. You don't necessarily have to start one from fresh, but you can scroll through these and see different templates. As always with Canva, Canva is very useful. It has a lot of ideas, so you don't have to start fresh. You don't have to come up with something completely on your own. I already have a style and I have an image that we're going to use, so I'm just going to start with a blank template. I'm going to take a screenshot of a still, and then I will utilize that or this thumbnail. I'm going to crop it. To screenshot on a Mac, it is Command-Shift-3. Now I'm going to upload that image that I had, And all you have to do is go down to uploads and then drag and drop your media in it, or you can go to upload media, of course, and go find the file on your computer. Dog, quiet. Okay, well, Summit has to say hi to everybody real quick. Oh, yeah? They don't care about your shenanigans that much. When all else fails, make sure you have dog treats handy. Shake. Can you shake on the bed? Oh, good boy. Now get down. Stop whining. Now back to you. Ah, yay. Okay, this image looks 10 times better than the other one. I don't recommend screenshotting and then pulling them in. It's probably not the best quality. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do though. So in this case, that's like this. If you scroll through these photos here on the side, you'll see I have a bunch of photos of me just being ridiculous. And those photos are usually what I utilize for my thumbnails. I usually take one right when I'm filming. I take a still shot of me in that same outfit, you know, making a few different expressions, and then I have those for future use, and I can pick one out when I'm in that creative process of making a thumbnail. And now I want to put the text overlay on it. And I'm actually gonna first come down to elements, and I'm going to create a spot to put the text so that it's just not on top of the photo, because it's very hard to read text on top of photos. But I'm not like trying to go crazy on this one. It's an older one. Ooh. So I'm going to just choose a square because a square can be adjusted, and I'm going to fill up this side of the frame. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to change the color. You can see at the top here, color options, my personal brand colors, you can see right there. You can save those on Canva so you always have them. Very useful, I might add. And then I'm going to go over here and it says text. We're going to add some text. We're going to add a heading and drag it into the area. So I'm going to put highlight reel, metal shelf assembly. I'm going to do DIY because I feel like that's better. DIY metal shelf assembly. Okay. And I want to make the font larger. Ooh. Except you... Oh, select the whole thing. Then make the font larger there, kid. Longer. Larger. What am I trying to say, you guys? You can move it around. And I always look for the solid pink line for my guides. And then you can see this dotted pink line is the center of that element, which is very helpful so that you have it lined up just so for yourself. So the font's fine. Black is probably fine, but you can change the color of the font. That pops a little bit more, so I'm going to go with the white. So I want to just add a little bit of an element to make it a little more interesting, because it's not really that interesting right now. Diamond. Yeah, perfect. Check this out. Boom. This bad boy in here. And just, I don't know. Put it over here. Not in love with this. Okay, and you can tweak things around, mess with it. Right, it just gives you a little bit more going on. It's simple, it's clean, it still has my brand colors, so we're gonna go with it. Once you have finished with it and you've decided, okay, this is good to go, you're gonna come up here and you're gonna rename it. This one, since I started without a template, automatically put in what I typed for the text, so I'm just gonna leave it like that, except I'm gonna add thumb at the end of it so I know it's the thumbnail. And I'm going to download it, but this is very important. When you download a thumbnail for YouTube, they don't like a large file size. So I'm going to adjust this from PNG to JPG, or JPEG, also known as, and then I'm going to hit download. It already has the correct size formatting for you, which is why I cannot stress using Canva enough, because it does half the work for you. I'm going to click download. Once it is downloaded, awesome, we're going to go to that video, and you can see here it says upload thumbnail. I'm going to drag and drop it right into there. Once I've done that, then I just hit save. Bum-ba-da-da. Old one, new one. Old one, new one. New one just gives it a cleaner look overall. You definitely want to do this when you're actually making the video and uploading it the first time, but you can see you can go into the YouTube studio and edit once you have created something. If you've gotten this far, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the like button, and our last pro tip is always to use your branding. Do not forget to keep your colors, your fonts, and even your little elements consistent so that when people look for you, they can recognize your thumbnails instantly. If they've already watched a video of yours and they haven't yet subscribe to this channel, by the way. Go do that now. Hi. Then they will recognize you and just watch yours again because they already like how you do things, how you explain things, whatever it may be. If this was helpful. If it was, go ahead and check this video here on how to make an intro and outro, also on Canva. And yeah, let us know in the comments below what else you want to see created and how to do so.